Good evening, sir. My name is Shayna. I'm going to be your nurse practitioner today. We're going to be doing a mental status exam this evening. Can I have your name and birth date, please?
John Smith, May 20th, 1990.
Perfect. Thank you, John. So first, we're going to start with some subjective data. I'm going to ask you some questions about how you're doing, how you feel you're doing, and then we'll go into the testing part of it, and then I'll just go over what I've observed, okay?
Okay.
Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, awesome. Okay, John, how do you feel like your alertness is? Do you have any problems focusing on average tasks? Do you ever feel foggy?
No.
Okay. How did you feel emotionally? Do you feel emotionally stable? How are you feeling today?
I feel fine.
Okay. Have you ever, in the past 2 weeks, have you ever felt down, depressed, or hopeless?
No.
In the past 2 weeks, have you had little to no interest or pleasure in doing things that you normally do?
No.
Okay. With your motor skills, do you ever find that you have issues doing general day-to-day things?
No.
With your memory, do you have any issues with your short-term memory, intermediate memory, or long-term memory?
Sometimes I can be forgetful of my short-term tasks.
Okay. Attention span. Do you have any issues, like if you're watching something or trying to learn something with your attention?
Sometimes it can be hard to focus on reading long, wordy documents.
Understood. With decision and judgment making skills, do you ever feel like you don't make appropriate decisions or that you should have made a better one?
Not really.
Do you feel rational with your thoughts?
Yes.
Okay. Comprehension wise, if someone tells you to do something, do you feel like you understand them?
Yes.
If you're trying to relay to somebody what you want to be done, coherence wise, do you feel like you're heard and understood?
For the most part.
Do you ever feel like you have issues controlling your moods or feelings?
No.
Do you feel like your moods and feelings are accurate to what you're doing every day to day?
Yes.
Okay. Thought processes, do you feel like they're logical?
Yes.
And do you have any issues with hearing or seeing things that other people are not?
No.
Have you ever been told that you've been hallucinating or delusional?
No.
Okay. Next, we'll move into the exam part of things. I'm just going to ask you a bunch of questions. Some of them will require you to do things for me. Just do the best you can, okay?
Okay.
What year is it?
2023.
Okay. What month is it?
July.
The date? Day, excuse me.
The day of the week.
And the actual number, correct.
It's Tuesday, the 18th.
And what season is it?
Summer.
Where are we located currently? Try to get as specific as you can. So what country are we in?
United States, Ohio.
Okay, good. What
Cleveland area.
What county?
Lorain County.
What type of building are we in?
An office.
Yes. Do you know what specific office, what location we are?
No. Mercy.
Okay. I'm going to ask you to remember 3 things, and then we're going to come back to them later in the exam, and I want you to try to remember what they were, okay?
Okay.
First thing I'm going to ask you to remember is a ball. Second thing is a cat. And the third thing is a sandwich. Can you repeat those back to me?
Ball, cat, sandwich.
Awesome, thank you. Next, we're going to go into attention. This is a little more difficult, so bear with me. I want us to start with the number 50. And I want you to take 50 and I want you to subtract 7 from it. And then from that number, I want you to subtract 7 until we all get all the way down to 8.
Okay.
You can start whenever you're ready.
43, 36, 29, 22, 15, 8.
Beautiful. You did that very fast. Next, I want you to spell world backwards for me.
DLROW.
Thank you. Okay, next I want you to name this object that I'm holding in my hand.
Pen.
Can you name this for me as well?
The watch.
Thank you. I'm going to say a sentence and I want you to repeat it back to me. No ifs, ands, or buts.
No ifs, ands, or buts.
Thank you. I'm going to give you a command and I want you to do it for me. I want you to take this piece of paper, put it in your right hand, fold it in half, and place it on the table.
Just my right hand folded in half.
You can use both. Thank you. Now, I'm going to give you this sheet of paper, and I want you to read it out loud and then do the statement.
Close your eyes.
Thank you. Next, I want you to take this piece of paper that we previously had, and I want you to write a sentence for me. Doesn't have to be anything philosophical. Okay. Can you read it out loud for me?
It was warm today.
Beautiful. Thank you. Last thing. So on this sheet of paper here, you'll see a couple objects. They're pentagons. I want you to take this pen and I want you to copy that picture there of two pentagons intersecting. Beautiful. Next, I'm going to ask you a couple logic things, and I want you to tell me to the best of your ability what the similarity between them is. Potato and cauliflower.
Potato and cauliflower are vegetables.
Beautiful. Sheep and a cow.
Sheep and cows are livestock.
Perfect. A is to B as Y is to
Z.
Perfect. And then I want you to tell me what this proverb means. The grass is greener on the other side.
It means that a situation is more beneficial on the other side of whatever the situation is.
Perfect. Okay, can you tell me what the three objects were that I had mentioned earlier?
Ball, cat, and sandwich.
Perfect. Okay, next I'm just going to talk about what I've observed during this testing, okay?
Okay.
John is very alert. He had no problems maintaining eye contact with me throughout the exam. General appearance is well groomed, very well kept, as well as grooming. No body odors. Hygiene is good. Maintained. Body language is relaxed and calm. Emotional status was very calm throughout the exam. Attention span was normal. He was able to get through the exam without any issues. He was very coherent during the exam. Communication pattern was a nice, slow, steady, conversational tone of voice. Voice, again, like I said, was conversational. Loudness was appropriate for the conversation. Quality was well heard. He was articulate, had no problems vocalizing verbiage. There was no aphasia noted. Comprehension, he understood everything that I asked him. Moods and feelings, he was very cool, calm, and collected during the exam. Thought processes were intact. There was no flight of ideas noted. And perceptual distortions, no signs or symptoms of hallucinations during the exam. John, one last thing I wanted to ask you was memory. So we went over immediate. You were able to tell me cat, ball, and sandwich. Recent, again, after 5 minutes of the exam, you were able to tell me cat, ball, and sandwich. Now we're going to go long term. I want you to remember something from the past for me. Can you name 2 wars that took place in the United States of America?
Revolutionary War and the Civil War.
Beautiful. Thank you, John, for participating in this exam today. Do you have any questions or comments for me before we end the session?
No.
Okay. Thank you, John. Have a great day.